And let's bring in our CTV News political commentator, Scott Reid, with more on this. Scott, thanks as always for joining us.
Hi, Roger.
Latest twist and turn with the Liberal leadership race, Dhalla out. Is that surprising, and what kind of an impact will it have?
I think it is surprising. It's a dramatic thing to take a leadership candidate, somebody who served as a member of parliament in the past, and effectively void their candidacy. That's not a decision that's taken lightly. And so, you know, when I hear the protestations of Ms. Dhalla, I am forced to also think to myself, well, they must have a substantial number of concerns. They must have a long list of violations that have caused their eyebrows to cock, and they must be taking this very seriously. They wouldn't just do this capriciously. And, you know, according to reports, her campaign was given ample opportunity to respond, to provide detailed explanations as to how these violations might have occurred, or what remedies could be put in place, or what explanations they might possibly be able to muster, and those are obviously not compelling. So this is surprising, but so far it's, I have to say, Ruby Dhalla's explanations have left a little to be wanted.
All right, let's look ahead to the debates coming up. How will they shape up with Dhalla out now?
Well, I mean, contrary to her assertions that it is a grand conspiracy to keep her off the debate stage, I'm not sure, to be candid with you, anybody was expecting a lot of light and fire around her. So I don't think they're much affected by her absence. I think there's one really major storyline about both of these debates, and that is, how will Mark Carney perform in French? That's the question that's on people's minds. He's the runaway front runner. It is now, I think, widely assumed that he will win the leadership, that he will be the next prime minister. And we've actually seen the polls in Quebec betray a lot of curiosity among Quebecers about him, particularly as they look at our troubles with Trump. But the question lingers, how strong is his French? How comfortable is he in his second language? And he's going to be put to the test in that first debate. All
right, one last question with talking about provincial politics. The non-election in Ontario. I mean, I live in Toronto. I think I've seen about 3 campaign signs. We're heading into the last week. Is this decided pretty much?
You're not alone. It's been a quiet campaign, and really what the polls tell us is almost nothing has shifted since the beginning of the election. That's great news, obviously, if you're Doug Ford. He had a wide lead to begin with. It looks like he's going to finish with a wide lead. Literally, we may be asking ourselves on election night, is he going to go into the history books along with David Peterson, Leslie Frost? These are some of the largest majorities in the history of the province. Will he join the ranks? The real interest, the real curiosity, the real question that's left is, who comes second, by how much? Will Bonnie Crombie and the Liberals manage to retake official opposition, reclaim official party status? And if so, where does that leave the NDP? The battle between them is not over. Crombie hasn't got an absolute lock on second place yet, but that is going to be the fight to watch. And in particular, for the NDP, the stakes are really high.
All right, Scott, thank you as always for your insight. Appreciate it.